All right, so since people are probably still going to be upset about a specific pass that I've made, I'm just going to fucking do this. I'm here with my buddy, my friend, and, real good, funny race car driver, Cristiano. And we're actually going to go through a clip of mine together, me and him, that I want him to flat out say what is wrong and what isn't wrong. Okay, so, Cristiano, we're recording on YouTube now. Say hi, YouTube.
Fuck you, YouTube. No.
so you can see everything, right? Sound check is good.
Yeah, I can see. I can hear you.
Okay, I'm gonna have to turn it down on my end though, because it is wicked fucking loud. One more sound check. Good.
Yeah, I can still hear you.
What about the car?
No. It's really low on my end.
Okay, well that's something
okay.
I gotta figure out. Anyways, so let's fast forward because we gotta go up to Puan. Now, I want it to be stated. People said that this coming up was an off track, so we'll just play it from here, right? Somebody said that was an off track. Clearly, they only play Gran Turismo or Forza, and they don't know what an off track truly counts as.
Your wheels are still on the curb. That's still considered truck limits on that corner.
And
you're the nature of the corner.
Yes, and you're the guy. You're the type of guy that is very black and white, by the rules type of rule book driver.
I've always been of the thing of, even in GT3s now, they've started to make the edge of the curb. It's like I go by, for example, the GT3 rules, SRO GT3 rules book. You need 2 tires on the curb at all times.
Okay.
To be considered in truck limits.
Now,
as soon as you go as you have all 4 off the curb, you're off track.
Now, here's where things get interesting. This pass on the outside of this guy in front of me. I'll tell you when I am actually behind him and when I'm in front of him, as according to iRacing and their relative.
Space is left.
Yep. I go wide. I go off.
Off track.
Now, here's where things get interesting. This is where people are upset about this move here. I'm still behind him. I hit V, which is next vehicle. I'm still technically behind him. You can see that.
Yeah.
I'm still behind him, and I'm fully back on the track now.
Okay, go back. Keep going back. Go back to the start of the corner. I wanna see something yeah. Okay, so go. Side by side, he brakes, really shallow line. Exit compromised. He straightens up.
Now,
which means
I'm just gonna.
Even though you have the spin, he compromised his exit on this corner. So he's automatically you didn't really gain an advantage. It's more like he lost. Like
now I'm gonna frame by frame.
Shallow, he lost a lot of speed.
I want to frame by frame to the point where I am absolutely ahead. Now keep in mind, I'm still on track at this point.
That's not the thing. It's like you have a wiggle going. You have a wiggle. You go slightly off. You come back. You overtake him because you're just going plain faster than him on speed.
Now,
due to the fact that the driver in the Ford's paint compromises corner exit by going shallow on the first part of Puan.
Yeah.
You get the place not because you extended the track,
because I had a better exit and entry.
Due to the other driver completely compromising his own line.
Another thing too I want to show you is he actually lets me back on the track.
Yes, he lets you on the track, He gives you the space. He didn't need to give you the space because you
And
were off
that
track. You had a moment by yourself, but he gives you the space because because he compromised his exit.
now
As you notice, he goes extremely shallow on the first part of pool one.
now keep in
Therefore,
mind,
his exit speed is going to be a lot slower than yours,
yeah.
even though you had a wiggle and lost time going off.
Now what kills me about this is that the people that are upset about it, they're gonna see this video as a sort of how is that still legal? Let me put it to you this way. According to the rule book, I still stayed behind him, came back on track, and passed him in that order. He compromised his exit and let me back on. I resafed jointly. Yes, I'm going to use that term from now on. Fuck you. And on top of all that, he had a much shallower line than I had. And people are going to be like, oh, so we're normalizing going off track and passing people as humiliation? No, if it was about humiliation, it would be about not being disciplined enough to fucking not hit him. People are upset that apparently I didn't Forza him, or upset that I followed the rules and still, drove within the rule book and got this pass done. Now, here's the next part of the pass that some people were upset about, and this guy in particular was upset about.
I see no issue.
Do you want to know what his complaint was? Moving under braking.
Excuse me? My brother in Christ, moving under braking would mean that you had to be very close to him. I can note
Look how much of a gap there is.
I'm sorry, brother, but what he's done, he hasn't moved under braking. He's just retaken the racing line.
Now, admittedly, I can understand why he said that.
Yes, it's understandable why you'd say that, but you see that move done many, many times in endurance racing.
And he was upset about...
It's just, you overtake the slower car, you get as soon as possible back on the racing line.
But look how much of a gap there is. His complaint... No, it gets even better. Cristiano, it gets even better. Do you want to see what else he complained about, or rather, listen to what he didn't do that he wanted to complain about? Listen closely. Actually, I'm gonna go like this, because I do not want to fucking sit here and fucking put his name out there. Let's just do this real quick. There we go. Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
He said he had to lock up the brakes to avoid me in that move.
You can hear him get spooked.
Yeah, but he didn't lock up the brakes.
No, you can notice he didn't lock up, but you can hear the... I can hear like the brakes. That's just he got scared. Scared cat moment.
Yeah, he basically shat himself.
Yeah, he just got really scared. He was too busy looking at you, and he got scared about the fact that he missed his braking point.
But he didn't miss his braking point, funnily enough.
No, that's why he locked up.
He didn't lock up.
No, that's why he locked up. Like, you hear, it's not like a real lockup, but like you hear like the front, you hear the rear left, or the front left, like you hear the noise of like...
He scrubbed. He scrubbed.
No, not the scrub. Like you actually hear the tire squeal. Like it has a small, like the tiny lockup. Yeah, if you look at his steering
wheel,
yeah,
he's
scared.
Yeah, but at the same time,
wheel damage.
Yeah. And
in this case, it's just he got scared because he's not For example,
he's not used to...
He might just be a Formula racer. But since you do endurance, you're used to that.
Yeah.
But he isn't. So he's gonna get a humongous culture shock once he gets into endurance racing. Because if he's in the GT or an LMP2, LMDHs will do that to you, and the prototypes will do that to you if you're in the GTD. Any day of the week.
I've been there, done that. I've been on both sides of the fence. I always leave plenty of space too. Like,
same here. I've been there, done that.
Like the amount of space I left him, and oh no, I gotta hold on. I gotta play something. Hold on. Is it here?
There is well enough space. There's
Chris, you know you
enough
can't
of a
move
gap
under
for you.
braking, right?
I did not move a single inch under braking. Go back and watch the replay.
I will. Don't worry. I'm definitely reporting that.
And there's a reason
Okay,
why you
her
got
feelings
nothing.
report.
You heard that, right?
Yeah, he's gonna report you.
He
And there's
didn't
an
report
exact
me.
reason why you didn't get anything.
He didn't report me. I didn't get a damn fucking bit of it. This is why this. Hold on, let me put my webcam on for this. This is why whenever I make a move like that that's aggressive, I'm the right party. This is why I barely ever be aggressive though, because people shit their fucking pants and cry and whine, and they dump their nappy, and then they complain, "Oh, it's illegal."
Well,
Fuck you.
In this case, it wasn't. He said he was gonna report you because from his POV, it looked like something.
And that's why I said, okay, hurt
When-
feelings report.
No. That's wrong. You shouldn't have said that. You should have said, okay, look at the replay.
That's what I told him.
Because there's a reason why he didn't get reported. He looked at the replay, and he's like, oh. He had well enough space. He gave me well enough room. He had the breaking point. He braked later than I did. I just got spooked. That's on me. That's most likely what he thought. He looked at the replay and I was like, oh, yeah, he is right. He didn't move for the braking. He had the space. It was just aggressive. He just got back into the racing line.
Yeah, and when some people said that in the comments of the video of the clip, they were like, that was really aggressive. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to be aggressive because I'm trying to make up spaces. He kept like, okay. Let me go like this real quick.
You were being aggressive because people think there's a big difference between aggressiveness and dangerousness.
And what he did was, admittedly, he was very slow and held me up through a few corners, so I just said enough was enough.
You just asserted the fact that you were there.
Yeah.
It's like you weren't there to fuck around. You just wanted to get that shit done quick and easy.
Yeah,
Just
like,
move you out the way, overtake you, get onto the next guy. Which
like
is
I
the
am
mind of a
seriously.
racer. You always think of, I want to get this done, quick, easy, simple. Don't put anybody at risk.
And that's why you
Didn't
see me.
happen.
But this
Nobody-
move right here, he was thinking of. I was thinking about it. I'm like, no, I may have the overspeed, but I got to think better than that.
You had the overspeed, but you were way past your braking point.
Yeah, so it wasn't
Or, like,
worth
you
it.
would have been way past your braking point. That would
Yeah.
have been a dangerous move. That would have been a prime example of dangerousness here. If you sent it here, that's another example of dangerousness. If
Yeah.
you sent it here at X, that's another prime example of dangerousness.
And I sent it around the outside of Puan, so if you know,
went around the outside of Puon.
so worst
have
case
a-
scenario,
You can see a visual squiggle.
yeah,
You have a driver mistake. You can see the rear end kind of going off. Then he by going shallow compromises his exit and gives you space to rejoin. And your natural speed is at this moment is out. Your speed is just higher due to him compromising his line.
yeah, and the fact that he got upset over me pulling an endurance move just says he doesn't know better, which
Yes.
again,
And
but
then-
my point
but
still
after
stands.
But after this, he said, "Oh, I'm going to report you," but he didn't. Why? Because he learned something.
I think he
And at
probably
the end,
still
that's what
reported me. I wouldn't be surprised if iRacing seen the clip and was like, "You're a dumbass. You shouldn't be reporting for this."
No,
That's
it's just probably no. That's just a thing of everybody needs to learn.
yeah, and
You knew about it. He probably didn't.
which
So
is
for him,
why
it looked like something, but you did something completely different. The great thing about iRacing replays is that they save the live inputs of the driver.
well,
So you can know how many
it
degrees they
saves
turn,
my input.
when they brake, how much they brake, and how much they accelerate.
Actually, I wonder if we can actually get his inputs. Hold on, let me pull up Race Lab
You
real
can,
quick.
if you go to his car, you can get his inputs.
iRacing overlays. I just want
No,
Not
you
that
do
one.
not need overlays. It's there, the replay.
No, it's not there in the replay. I've tried. It does not show up. Input telemetry, hiding garage. Okay. It does. Yeah, it does. Holy shit.
Yes, you never knew.
No, I knew it on the iRacing replay itself. It saves my actual telemetry. Like, it
No,
shows it
saves
here.
everybody's
I
time.
know it saves everybody's telemetry, but I didn't think Race Labs would actually be able to access it. See,
Well,
like I said,
well,
it's...
RaceLab has access to everything that iRacing has access, so...
He also keeps it in 4th gear through there. And then you hear me, I'm fucking 3rd gear. Dude, I'm bouncing it off the fucking limiter. So I guess that settles it. I was actually faster. What a twist. So, everyone that complains about it on YouTube, you can pound sand. And y'all owe me an apology. Because I drove within the rule books. And if you're not down with that, then I got, well, unfortunately, 2 words for you. Suck it, bitch.
That's